You good?
You're good.
Welcome to Cell Phone Cam. We are gonna go hiking, but first we gotta stop at the store. We need some mosquito spray, so off, and we need water still.
Do you guys want to know why we need mosquito stuff? Because this happens. That's a bite. Those are bites. These are bites.
So, now we're leaving Walgreens. We've learned that mobile phones suck balls because we can't flip cameras, so, this will be interesting. And, we'll pick up with the actual camera when we get down there. Vicky, where are we?
Exploring.
Exploring where?
I couldn't tell you. I don't live here.
Wow, Vicky, wow. So the last time I was here, all of this was dirt.
The last time I
That was like last summer.
I was here last summer and this wasn't dirt.
Are you? No, you were here this summer. No, it was last summer.
It was last summer, because...
Damn, I came before they finished. Because, no, I came last spring.
Yeah.
And by spring, I mean it was practically still winter because there was still snow.
Yeah, Corey came after he left his wallet one day and was like, yeah, we're going to go to the mall with Will and Rose.
I didn't take a picture. I just wanted to focus.
But, I came here with Will, Rojo, and Corey after we went to the mall, and there was a path, and we were all kind of surprised about it. And then I got real scared because we went up by the waterfall and went all around there.
Oh God.
Spooky.
I'm sorry, people. This is horrifying. It's like, I probably could have just put the fisheye on, and this will probably be better.
Do you want to put the fisheye on?
I probably should put it on. He's flying away! I don't know. Because it's back on auto. It just does not want to focus. The duck flew away. Rip us. But I'm going to go stand where he was at. Oh look, Vicky skipped a rock, but I don't even know if I caught that. So, what I'm going to try to do
is change your lens.
Yeah, and get better at shooting. Oh, look, I could climb up there. Hey, Vicky, flip the rock.
This rock?
Yeah. See if there's anything under it. Flip it. Just a leaf. There's a bunch of little bugs, but that's about it. I was hoping there was going to be a crawfish under it. Crayfish, however you want to say it. Crawdad is what some people say. Some people are weird. So if you don't know where we're from, well, where I'm from, I am from Ohio.
I'm from the land of the cities.
Before you ask, no.
Is that a shoe?
What?
Is that a shoe? Is that a child shoe? Can you call the police?
It's so bright in here.
Can you call the police? That's a child.
My ISO is at 200 and I still can't see it. I can kind of see it. That is in fact a shoe.
It's not a mosquito, but there's a bug on me.
What I was going to say is, no, this is not the Ohio River at all. That
but I thought it was.
that is not the we are not in the Ohio River.
Did you say we're not in Ohio?
I said we're not in the Ohio River.
I thought you said we're not in Ohio, and I was gonna be like, where the fuck are we at then?
We are in fact at the Ashtabula River. So we're at the very, very top right corner of Ohio. But we're gonna find some new stuff and then come back to you after I change lenses also. So you're wondering why I'm probably looking at this. Because one, who tags a tree? Also, who does a horrible job at tagging a tree? And hold on, let me do this.
I am a professional tagger.
I am not. But I'm bringing this up for a further discussion I plan to have soon once we get to another spot. It's a whole thing that I kind of want to do with this channel, some new stuff that I want to try. trying to look at the camera at the same time, trying not to walk back into something. Vicky's not telling if there's anything behind me, so I gotta look at the screen.
You're starting to go a little straight though, so if you keep going straight, you're gonna end up in the bushes. But you're good now.
I'll be fine. So I'll catch you guys back up when we find our next 2 spots. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but Vicky, what does it sound like to you?
Water.
Running water?
There's water.
I wonder if they can hear it. I really need to get my mic for this, but at the moment,
You don't have money.
I don't have extra money for it. Because I'm saving up for a move to an apartment next month.
With me.
Yeah, with Vicky. And with some of our friends. And I'll get to that later. But right now, if you can faintly see it, there's water. So we're going to go over there. So we made it. But I didn't want to start shooting because there's somebody up there at the moment.
Taking pictures.
Taking photos. And I didn't want to talk about him because it's kind of weird for me. So I can't really tell you where he's at, but it's whatever. We are currently all the way back by this waterfall. And granted, having the fisheye on it makes it look way farther away than it actually is, but we're right next to it. And believe it or not, I have climbed up there before. Also, actually, it kind of looks smaller than it actually is right now. It's actually pretty big. I mean,
Like a picture comparison again, like last year?
Maybe.
Swap it in the video?
I was like,
be like, here's Vicky compared to the thingy.
yeah, we'll throw up a photo of Vicky compared to it from like my.
Last year.
I'll take it. Yeah, but this time I'm just gonna take it from my phone. And we'll throw one in. But I'm gonna come here because, one, I just enjoy coming to the waterfall because it's nice. 2, I'm wondering why. It sucks, because this, technically, all of this down here should be filled. It should be completely flooded, but also it hasn't rained hard like that in like a week or 2, so could have been filled and we just came here late. But this is what annoys me. What annoys me is not that people come down here to have a fire. If people come down here to have a fire and leave their trash here, like the papers, whatever, you can burn the papers. But like the plastic bottles, the metal aluminum, and then just leave the cigarette butts makes it look disgusting. And it's basically like, this is why we can't have nice places, because it gets trashed. Which kind of brings you back to the whole graffiti thing. But again, I want to touch into that when I get somewhere else more specific to it. So in a little bit we're going to try heading over there. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
I love how I've been talking this entire time, but I probably should have been talking to the camera. In a little bit, we're going to head over to the other place, and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. This is also weird because I can't see what I look like on the other side.
Why don't you...
What do I look like, Vic? Do I look good?
You look fine.
Okay, maybe. Also, I'm sorry about the audio. I really need a new mic. Checking up there. That one guy walked all the way up there, and now he's just gone. And it looks so far up, actually. If somebody goes up there, I could just grab him and squish him! See, now we've made it, and there's some graffiti down here. This is the kind that I don't mind. It's in a secluded area. It's under a bridge. There's some stuff over there that you can't see right now because of the sun. And I don't really have a way of... Some stuff over there. But this doesn't bother me. What? Yeah, you can walk through it. It's not that deep. Just, I'd recommend, not going in regular shoes. Let's continue this way. Sorry about the bright light, but, God said, let there be light. What we did was we made it over to this bridge that was like, there's a number up there, but I cannot see it. 1904 is when this bridge was built. I don't think this is the train disaster bridge. I don't think this is the one that was built in replacement of it. But, there was a train back in the 1800s that went over a bridge that had just been constructed, that the construction job was rushed, and the train went plummeting into the Gulf. And it was because the cars of the train were mostly wooden. So what happened was all of the oil lanterns sparked, setting the cars on fire, killing multiple people. And I think others who may have survived that fall then suffered from injuries later and died. But that is also why we have our hospital here. Which is extremely tragic to get a hospital, but whatever. But my main reason for coming down here and talking about the graffiti that I saw on the tree was because there's a lot more graffiti down here. There's some over there, which I can shoot on the other lens and place in here over me talking or whatever. There's some over there, which I can also do the same thing with. But the graffiti down here, I don't mind. I don't mind it when it's off in a secluded area or someplace that's abandoned or someplace that's run down. What I don't get is tagging trees itself. That doesn't make any sense. It looks trashy. But when you can take other man-made pieces that are falling apart and that already look ugly and then throw some artwork on it that looks great. And I'm not saying all the artwork over here is great, because some of it's... I don't know if that was a rock that fell or if there was a fish. Like, not all graffiti has to be good. Not all of it has to be inspirational. But there's graffiti and artwork that inspired me. For one of my comics that I'm trying to do, one of the characters that I'm trying to do in it, I was really big into graffiti. I used to watch YouTubers who were anonymous go and tag abandoned factories. Somebody got commissioned before to, they ended up tagging like the side of a building, but they did like a whole mural on it so it would play with lights. If I can find that video, I'll place it in here and then throw a link in it or whatever. But it's some really interesting stuff, and it's always made me think, well, what would it have been like had I grown up in a bigger city and grew up around actual taggers? Would I have joined them? Now, I'm not saying that I've gone and tagged anywhere. I'm not saying that I haven't. But it's also, I'm not saying that I'm a graffiti artist. I'm not. I've done like sketch work that looks like graffiti work, but I want to pour that into a character. So if anybody does some graffiti tagging around the Northeast Ohio area and sees this and, you know, wants to hit me up, this is completely anonymous and we'll get some cool stuff. But yeah, no, it's inspired me to do this webcomic. It's inspired me to keep doing art. And granted, it hasn't inspired me to be an animator. It has inspired me for things that I want to put in animations. Like I said, like the character is a graffiti tagger who is going to grow up in a bigger city, subways, all that. But I want to make that as his love for artwork, his passion. Use the graffiti to build him as a character, build the other characters around him, and then have him have a drive and going for a different goal. Now, I hope that I can keep you guys with me through all that. That way I can continue to actually make that comic. Which means learning how to digitally draw better, learning how to get proportions with characters right. So I'm a 3D animator, not a 2D animator. So two-dimensional art, like regular drawing, sketches, drafting, all those skills for me are a little bit subpar, whereas like modeling isn't that bad. I can do that. Making three-dimensional sets isn't that hard for me. It's regular stuff. Editing's not that terrible. I'm alright, I think. Camera work's not completely horrible. What do you think, Vicky? How bad's my camera work? She says shit. Wow. But, you know, hopefully you guys stay with me through all this. And I guess we're just going to head back for the night. And I'm sorry it took so long for this video to get here. But hopefully we can start doing weekly stuff. If they're just adventures, I don't know. We'll see. If you guys like this or want to see anything more like this, be sure to click that subscribe button. It's completely free. And we get more people here. Doesn't cost you guys anything except for your time. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to click that bell to turn on notifications. That way you never miss an upload. And I'll see you guys later.